Yeah.
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 You.
You just chant an item now and just fucking go. Start with heart. I still love that video. I'm gonna hear it forever. It's just you holding a gigantic metal pole 3 times the length of the car under a van of mine, and you're just yelling hearts repeatedly. Or both, but I mean both.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to One on One. I'm your host, Ryan, and today I have a guest that has been months in the making, who is really taking his time in returning to the podcast. Hell, he was in the first one and just fucking disappeared.
That's me!
Welcome, Liam.
I don't know. Hi!
I'll pipe in some
Yeah.
audience clapping or something, like a huge chode.
Yeah, that was a couple months ago. That was quite a few months
The
ago now.
start of June.
Yeah, okay.
June 3rd.
And everything in my life has really just kind of happened from there on.
Yeah, so how has your last few months been?
Well,
Let's talk about the thing sitting out in your driveway.
yeah, that. So, about probably a week after the first podcast, I was like, you know what? It's time to get that car. And I got a piece of shit rotary that was $2,000, and I don't drive it because it shouldn't drive. And
I sent you a message recently like, oh, yo, you could have had this.
I didn't see pictures of it, but I know exactly what these kind of things look
yeah.
like. Just to taunt me, when I went, later on, I got more and more into cars. Went over, took a bunch of time off work, and actually went to Saskatoon for a car show. Here's some people I learned of, some slightly, I don't know, some nice nighttime meets that were more off the books, as more expected of before show and shine and so on. And so I got lots of nice footage. I guess they don't know this because they don't know anything about me. If it's analog and shitty and probably from the 80s, I probably love it. It's just kind of a given.
I mean, right now I'm currently surrounded by analog.
Tell me what you see around you.
I see a mixing board. I see plenty of stereos.
A few odd cassette players here and there.
Yeah, strung about.
These are all the ones that are working. The other ones are out of here, so they're in the basement. Work in progress.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the shit. This is your... Also, by the way, we're not actually recording this at our normal location, my house. We're recording this in Liam's house, because better venue, in my opinion. Despite the mess. But, I mean, what are you going to do?
Well, I mean... When a boy...
Oh, yeah, there's also the Commodore TV that built our friendship.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We might as well start with that. Let's
was one of my questions was, how did we meet?
Yeah, well, I think we all both know that all too well. So it started with musical, and I had good reading skills, but they already had a narrator, so they're like, you're going in chorus. And I'm like, okay, sure, I'm going in chorus. And then they're like, hey, Liam's really bad at dancing. We're putting him in the back. And I'm like, yep, we're putting me in the back. And there's also someone else who wasn't necessarily a bad dancer. He was just a fucking goon. And that's my buddy over here, Ryan. And so he's kind of swanky. And we just started fucking around in the back. Like, there's so many people in chorus. It's like, it's unreal. You can't see us. And there's a reason. No. It's just...
We don't give a fuck.
Like, we were in the musical, but it was more of an achievement award, really. Like,
we got the participation medal.
Fuck, pretty much.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
I was in 3 songs. 2 of which were the same song.
Same as you,
Opening number, closing number, and Saturday night. Saturday night in the city.
That's what fucking said it. And go figure, it is Saturday night in the city today.
Yep.
It's almost like an allusion to something.
Fuck.
Yeah, and so essentially...
I should be wearing that white suit again. Ooh.
Oh, man. I still have the clothes I wore then.
I was looking mad pimpin' back then.
Oh, you were looking bitchin' every day, my dude. Oh
when I
yeah.
was there.
Oh yeah. That was early on too. That was early into my high school life where I was like, you know what? Leather fucking phone cases for my flip phone are just totally cool. I had the hip shit. I looked like a 40-year-old dad, but with the face of a kid who is long before hit puberty. Like, oh man. I went from being a little bitch, a goofy little bitch, to a real. I got all my cynical and evil shit from you.
Oh,
All of it.
Oh, the
I
things
wasn't-
I did to you was awful.
Yeah, I was a little bit into anime, dabbling in it, and then my boy shows me a bunch of weird shit, and I'm like, nah, I don't give a fuck, whatever. And he shows me 3 frames from a
It
manga.
was months I was pestering you guys in 4th period, like, watch JoJo, and you're all like, no! And then I tossed you the phone one day, because I was looking at shit on Tumblr.
Yeah, I saw these 3 frames of this manga, and I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I've read a bit of manga, and okay, cool. I look at it, and it's just there's a dude with a bag on his head. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, not gonna judge. And then an anvil goes through his face in the second frame, and like the other half of the frame is like, who did that? And then the 4th frame is just a bunch of really buff ass dudes like staring up, like up down, like the fucking shot, like kind of like Straight Outta Compton kind of style.
Yeah.
Just like, who knows? Like, the fuck? You threw an anvil. I had too many questions, and I was just broken. And then I was like, okay, that night I was like, before that we had the culmination of agility. Now, if you ever get to know us personally, we are far from agile.
Yeah.
Even from our short kickboxing career, we became strong.
We should get back on that at some point, maybe. I don't know.
If you look behind you, I spent about $80 to $150 getting some molded fucking teeth guard, because man, I cut my gums up bad because I got punched in the face a lot because I wasn't as agile as I should have been. Anyways, we're kind of klutzy, but I'm losing the point. Oh yes, I throw the phone back at him. And
you didn't realize how you threw. You like kind of overhand.
I just kind of overhand that thing at him. It just went really fast at him, and he just kind of like just caught it. But he caught it in the exact way you just hold a phone, the most nonchalant way. It took us about a good 10-20 seconds for us to realize, fuck,
what just happened?
That's
From my perspective, I was
shit.
like, oh, he's on it, and just nonchalant swipe,
just
and
looking back at the phone.
kept going. And then, like, half a second later, I realized, oh, fuck, whoa, oh, shit!
Yeah. So from there on, I proceeded to piss the fuck off of the interns, because I didn't tell them. They're like, yeah, you guys can bring some stuff backstage into the back room where everyone's getting changed and getting their shit ready. But you just really can't be loud. You can bring over, like, some quiet board games. I brought my fucking Commodore 64 monitor and a fucking GameCube, and we played Melee in the fucking backstage.
Black and white Melee.
Oh, yes. People were almost fucking late for their parts, because I think it was Bonner, actually, who was almost late, because he's like, nah, bitch, I'm gonna beat his ass and as Mewtwo. Like, fuck this. And I'm like... And the intern thought, like, we have Commodore monitors at school as well.
That intern was a bitch, though.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, she saw the monitor, and she thought of Commodore monitor? Old monitor? We have very similar old monitors, I think, in the computer lab for the really entry-level basic XL, which is what that runs off of for the Atari 800 I have. Old shit. And she's like, actually, as it turns out, I have the same model, as Malfi later clarified, but she went off on me. She dragged me actually out of the theater area into the hallway and started screaming at me, saying, like, did you fucking steal that monitor? I'm like, no! The fuck you take me for? I'm not a goddamn punk!
I ain't no thief.
Now, little did I realize, 3 years later, I would lip off the cameraman for fucking taking my school photo. For no reason. I'll get the cards right now. Holy shit. Anyways, yeah, no. Met Ryan through high school, and through JoJo, he kind of turned me from kid who didn't give a fuck about anything animated to, like, posing and screaming at each other across the stage on graduation. That was... Teachers had a few words on that, but it was worth it.
That gave me life. And we'll take a very quick break. You are listening to One on One with Ryan and his guest, Liam. And he's back.
And I'm back. So I found my old cards just recently from WKC here.
Yeah.
And look at grade 10. That's where we started to become decent friends there. Look at that little baby face.
Oh, he's so adorable. Look at him. Innocent.
I started to get a jawline, but I looked like a goddamn twerp in grade 11.
The fucking goof.
The story with grade 12 is I was starting to get more into my photography, and gifted with my dad and sister being into photography, we have several $1,000s of photography equipment. Lower grade at this point, but back then it was a little better. And I was commenting on how shoddy Life Touch's fucking setup was, and they said, "Can you do any better?" I said, "Oof. Oof." If it wasn't a guy who was like, the guy was like 25 and had that good old fucking man bun ass coif going on. He had that hipster air of him, like, I love retro things, but retro things take work, so I'll just have things that look like retro things.
I'll have the Polaroid I bought at Michael's.
Yeah, like that. Unfortunately, I do have one of those now. But that's only because after contacting Polaroid, they said, nah. But now I'm pissed because now they are. Now they're remaking Polaroids.
God damn it.
I'm pissed. I'll take my old Polaroid, I'll get them to make film. So that'll be cool. Anyways, then the dude was like, look to the center of the camera and smile. And take your jacket off. To which I turned my face to the side, popped my collar, and said, no.
Oh, attitude!
Little grade 12 white kid attitude.
Ooh, that's powerful. That's a power move.
That's the growth of your son. The biggest growth of here was he was widely regarded as my I'm not saying this in the sense of the word of internet meme, but rather the definition of meme as in passing one's ideals and beliefs on to one another. I am the net of Ryan's meme. I'm his love child if he went, like, when someone said, go fuck yourself, he took it a little too literally, like, and I was born. Like, I'm the net of Ryan X Ryan.
Oh, fuck. Oh, my God.
Yeah, and so we just kind of grew from there to where we are now. And I think I've always been kind of notoriously bad for being hard to fucking contact.
Yeah, sometimes.
I've gotten easier over the years since I got an actual smartphone. It helped after I got the flip phone. I had that for a while. And now I'm on my fucking retro phase and I want to go back, which is pretty miserable. You're going to hate that. Yeah. Anyways, since then, fast forwarding now, I was like, screw it, I'll get a fucking car. And got a shitty RX-7. And it was a big taunt when I went to the car show because 4 doors down from where I was staying, my aunt's house, was a mint RX-7 1985 GSL SE. Stock paint, stock everything. Minty condition. I was real upset, and I still regret not, like, leaving a note or something like, y'all want to sell it? Because... So, following the car.
After that, what else happened to you over this summer? Basically, how was your summer?
I mean, I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little upset, mostly because I couldn't really drive my car much.
You just looked out
at
the window longingly. You know, like...
I do that,
someday.
Actually. I walk out. There's been nights where I just wake up and I can't sleep, and I get out. Still in my underwear. Like, I'm so happy no one can see up the driveway, because there's such a long driveway that winds around my house. Like, if not for that, they'd see... People would observe. They put a camera in... They would see... They just see... a kid very gangly... malnourished looking white thing,
a Wendigo,
would come out in nothing more than what appeared to be underwear, and would open the car door, flip up the headlights, his pop-up headlights, and just stare and crouch in front of the car for about 30 minutes before turning the headlights off and going back inside. That's what I did to kind of tie myself over. Was I'll just get out of bed and say, I gotta see her, or hit. it. I gotta see it. And would, not drive it. I would occasionally start it up, but then my neighbors would conveniently stop by to talk to me after. They wouldn't be really pissed, but I knew they weren't exactly the happiest.
They would just come out and say Rory is not the life boy. And it's like, what? Oh.
Except for the neighbors to the right. After I got the toy, they're like,
slam it.
Neighbors like, yeah. Aside from every single person on Earth that has any kind of thing about cars, have all said the exact 2 words, slam it. My 40-year-old neighbor has said it. Fuck, I think he's 50. Fucking new coworker showed pictures, immediately slam it. Like, what? Okay. Maybe. Not. We're in this town of potholes.
Just don't drive on the pothole.
Then I guess I'll keep right fucking parked in the driveway. There's more than 100 patches in the area that I live in.
Yeah,
They paved and I'll tell you right now.
This bay that you're in is like super fucking.
Oh yeah,
hellish.
We're on the bottom of the scum bucket of this city, which, well, from the northern end, it could get a lot worse. Yeah. Yes.
Just go a few blocks down. Boom, you're in there. You're fucking in there.
You're getting there. Yeah. This is kind of how important this bay is. So, when they were paving over the entire neighborhood of blank area here, they paved even the alleyways, except for the 2 bays and the 1 crescent in this area. Everything else was paved. Everything. The back alleys were paved and leveled. And you know what they sent for us? They fucking tried to ticket the people who parked in the middle island because it's fucking dirt and asphalt. And then they proceeded to spray weed killer on the asphalt. They literally just killed the weeds that was sticking out of the bay's holes in the road. And then that was it. That was all in their budget. They couldn't pave it. They could pave the alleys, but they could only afford weed killer for our bay. Oh, yeah, you got him, buddy. Driving over these weeds kills them just as bad as spraying them.
Doing birdies
but you got some
in the hole.
But instead you hired some goddamn mungo who sits on their ass for about $25 an hour to fucking mosey on over with a small little can and just spritz some plants.
Done.
Just spritz some salad and fuck off. Like, come on.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Leading to now, I'm just, I'm trying to advance some things. I want to go back to school. Paramedicine was my game, and Liam is my name. But paramedicine isn't my game because ADHD makes for inattentive focus. Go figure.
What thought?
Yeah. Great with patient care, just hard at starting it. So, deal with that. And car shit in the side. And hopefully this in the side. But I mean, I said that in the first episode, and fuck, where'd I go?
Yep.
Fuck, where'd I go?
Fuck.
I wonder the next time people will actually hear my voice in these podcasts. Will it be at live? Will I suddenly fuck off somehow at live?
Who knows? I mean, also, you know what? Let's talk about that. Because we got some shit going on there.
Yes, we do.
Queen City Annie Fest.
I'm gonna bring some...
September 30th, 2017.
You start talking
at the
about
University of Regina.
I'm getting deets.
Okay.
You start chatting it.
We're pausing once again. You're listening to One-on-One with your host, Ryan, and our guest, Liam. Though technically I'm the guest in his house, but he's back.
I'm not sure what you're talking about there, bud, but I am back, and I want to show you the one thing that we got. So before I do that, what does QC Anifest entail?
QC Anifest is a convention hosted by the University of Regina Anime Club and various members of the anime community here in Regina. And we're starting our own convention, and one of the big things that's going on is a Super Smash Bros. For Wii U tournament.
Mm-hmm. Smash 4.
That is hosted by your boys, Rilo Sal and The Pit.
Do they know about that yet?
They don't know about that yet.
We'll detail that a little later.
We'll talk about that in a moment.
Yeah. So, anyways, I've hosted a few tournaments before. One of the bigger-ish ones was actually at Anime Club, which is also what you got me into, which further sucked me into anime. And then I just kind of like... I was kind of a rolling stone. I gathered enough moss that I kind of like kind of flung all the moss off, and then I just kind of disappeared into the fuck nowhere. Like quitting all the clubs at once.
Yeah.
It's kind of how I gather things.
You should come back. We miss you there.
I bet Kendo, Kempo, and kickboxing also missed me as well, but they were also quit like almost simultaneously. That's kind of how she goes, though. Anyways, yeah, Smash 4 was kind of an early passion for me in high school, and it cost me nerve cells in my hands as I got some bad frostbite. Not to the point where it went necrotic, but it was getting there. All to carry that fucking champion belt back from fucking EB Games, Smash 4, in a single link figure, because I'm like, I didn't know that no one expected the amiibos to be psycho craze. But I was like, I'll get Link. Was the most common thing for the first 4 months. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to get a few amiibo. And Ryan's good at that. He did that. Around $1,500 later, I'm missing 4 amiibos from the entire Smash roster.
Yeah.
I've definitely spent around $2,000 on Smash 4. So even though I'm not necessarily good at it...
$60 of that is for me. Also. Yeah.
Yes. I'll say right now, $2,000 of it, not necessarily my money, but money has been spent. Because when friends and relatives were like, Liam, what do you want? I said a big ass list in different chunks. I sent different people different chunks of lists of the shit I needed. I said, some of these, please. And that's how I got some amiibo. Yeah, so I have too many of those. Anyways, Ryan and I always like taking things way out of proportion, like posing and screaming at grad ceremonies. Like, it's kind of what we do.
Yeah.
Or, screaming to kickboxing, yelling obscenities about our own race. Which didn't really upset the people we yelled them at, it just kind of confused them. Which was the point.
Also driving by the skate park and yelling, fuck white people.
That was the obscenity, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're taking another step further here, and my buddy Colton, maybe he might be on, maybe he might not at some point. Maybe he'll pop in. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck, we can drag him in from his hometown. That's hometown.
I'll drive out there. Fuck it.
Well, fuck yeah. We'll bring the podcast to him as you brought to me tonight. Which is probably the best way to talk to me, honestly.
Yeah. Some days we're just gonna start barging in on the weekends. Like, fuck! Hanging out!
Liam, the podcast is here. Fuck you. Yeah, so... Anyways... Colton said he joined the tournament solely so he can get a picture, not of the belt, which you're supposed to get. The victor gets a picture with the Smash Bros. Champion belt. They don't get taken home. Fuck them. It's mine. I lost a lot of skin for that. So, like, no. That's mine. You get pictures, you get bragging rights. And $25 for EB Games, I think?
EB Games.
I think it was...
A gift card.
Yeah, I think it was first it was like a vanilla or some shit, but that's more appropriate.
Listen, first place is going to get some shit. They get a foe with the belt. With that, well, I'm not sure if that's going anywhere.
Yeah, it is.
It's going with that?
Oh, yes.
Taking it? Okay.
Oh, yeah, and we're getting lots of photos, though. So,
They're also getting, as we said, a card from EB, but also sick-ass mixtape.
Oh, yes, we're making two
they
tapes
have a
tonight.
cassette player.
If not, sucks to suck, I guess.
Go buy one.
Fuck, who doesn't have a
$5
cassette player in 2017?
Just go to Value Village. They're like $5.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's all fine. But anyways.
Fuck it, no, that's fine. They'll just if they're like the average Smash player, and I'm gonna go ahead and insult the young community I enjoy. They're probably gonna like slide their greasy ass back into their Pontiac Sunfire and pop the tape right into the deck. Like,
Oh, that's too real. That's NorCal right there.
yep. Yeah. So anyways, Colton told me, like, I don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't even care about winning the tournament. I just want a picture of you at an event handing me money. Because Colton's ever the fucking salty boy to me. So I'm always playing some dumb practical jokes on him one way or another. Like spider jokes while he's driving.
Oh, that's mean.
I'm nasty.
That's mean.
I know.
I'll throw you out of the car.
Well, you couldn't. It's my car.
Throw you out of your car.
Well, my van. Anyways, he was like, so what's the prize? I'm like, it's just $25. He's like, fuck, I thought this was like big money. I'm like,
big money?
No. He was like, I was like, shit, dude, we gotta get some fucking big check action going on. So I will flip to this here. If you ever add any video frames podcast,
oh yeah,
I'll
add it.
Go ahead and add a picture of this.
Oh
yeah,
that's good.
So I got some foam boards here. Did put them together a little more stiff here. So you're probably looking at it right now through the podcast, and you're probably looking at this fucking eyefall. So aside from the inconsistency of the art, it's fine. I'm not trying. I have the standard stuff at the top. QC Anifest. The Regina University address there, and then the postal code, at least here, is it's letter number letter number letter number. So what I did was G1T6U0, which the way I've wrote it looks like get good.
Yes.
And then I have painted the order of, which is the winner there, and then I have 25. And the dot looks more like a comma, but you can't really tell. 000, so it looks like $25,000. It's not. And then underneath in text it says 2,400 cents. 10,000 over 100, because the unit there is cents, and 10,000 hundredths of a cent is 100 cents, which equals 2,500 cents. But it looks, the more you look at it, the more you get really confused. And the big joke that came around in grade 12 was the Z Morning Zoo post of just pissing off some poor fucking sod.
Poor lady.
Yeah.
Trying to enjoy her morning.
And
was
she's trying to
getting
get
call after call.
Yeah, well, she was thinking of her husband spending all this money on WWE prepay stuff to watch stuff, or pay-per-view, sorry. And the whole thing was, like, pitched as, like, a WWE ad, hair to hair, about John Cena. And it's, like, can I speak to Champ?
Is Champ
Who's Champ? That question will be answered this Sunday night! Like, that dumb shit. So, the memo is for Champ, of course. And sign, I'm going to make a stencil in time with the QC Anifest logo. I'm going to spray it over top of that. That'll look a little neat. And we're going to make one of these every year. Hopefully this Anifest does become a yearly thing. I will gladly host tournaments.
I believe it will.
Yeah. I intend to start growing more things. I can get more hands as well. I want to start turning into an actual video game corner, kind of an arcade. I
was thinking of doing a Mario Kart tournament next year.
Hell yeah, that'd be good.
Mario Kart, that's my jam.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that'd be really nice. Yeah, so essentially I have one of these every year. I'll make it similar to this, essentially, but yeah. That's just that fucking thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that aside. What else can we chat about right now?
Well, QC Anifest, working at the clothing store that I still need to take advantage of.
Yeah, soon you won't be able to take advantage of that, though, because I can only take so much of a discount per year. And I don't know how close to the limit I am, if not exceeded.
You should probably look into that, because I could use new boots.
Yeah. Me too. But I can fuck off. I spend most of the money I earn there.
I actually need new pants as well. Mine are getting all fucked up.
Yeah. If you could sail this weekend, though, you should. come
I
there.
also spent like $80 on a pair of shoes today.
You should work. You should go to work.
But guess what? I
tomorrow.
worked today. I got $24 an hour. So
Damn.
for 5 hours.
Damn.
Yeah, OT's kind of crazy at my place. And I also won't be working there long.
Not sure about the legalities, but we don't seem to get OT. Many rules don't exist. As per the workers' comp board, etc., board of workers, whatever you might call it, there's a lot of things wrong with that. As expected for retail.
There's a loophole or two.
As expected for retail. But I don't put up with the shit. And that sucks to suck. Because I don't like it when people will use me. And after going through seeing how paramedics deal with union issues, I have a different mindset about things now.
Yeah.
They almost collaboratively pushed out one of the higher ups because of something they did. And they started that all on their own within about 18 hours.
Jesus
I think they almost
Christ.
had him out of position. Like, they're very much not there to fuck around.
Yeah, when you're in the business of saving lives, or at least trying to keep them alive, you may have some sway.
In the business of doing your best.
Dude, when you try your best, but you don't succeed.
That's a song to cry about. I will try to fix you.
Oh my god. Oh, just
make a
imagine you're riding in the police car and someone decides like, well, time to fuck with the guys in the back. And just plays that over like a speaker. Just how fucking fucked up would that be with a dude who's like, oh, my intestines are falling out of my body.
Play that funeral tone to just a collaboration of the accuracy of boy just scooping his imaginary guts back into his body. Man, car crashes are messy.
They, I that's why I don't plan on being in one. I try not to.
I don't plan on being a car accident either.
Yeah. It kind of happened, though. Like what happened to me.
Yeah?
Which was also just down the street.
Yeah, boy was like double crash into like a fire hydrant.
I tried to take it out. It said something about my mother. I was like, whoop!
But boy, inertia drifted around that corner so fast that it didn't fucking move and just ruined his radiator.
Yeah, oh, yes.
Yes.
Though I try not to eat on the podcast.
Well, I mean, they're oranges.
Name a yellow fruit.
Orange! I ain't falling for your shit.
Oh, fuck. Family Feud. Oh, that's the best. Yeah, fucking...
I guess that's
You have had an eventful summer.
I have. One other thing, too, I guess. You could probably almost describe me... I'm not, like, the highest tier of social outcast. But I'm getting there, if I think about it. I don't watch the news. I don't watch TV. I don't really watch much on the internet anymore. I watch old animes, I guess.
And, like, last night, because I went to club, I did recommend you an anime.
Yes,
I
you
think
did.
it's right up your alley.
And I trust you with that now, too. The only person I really trust with that is Colton, because, as Colton said to me, almost directly at one point, was, I have too much time on my hands, so I just watch a lot of anime. A lot of it's garbage. But the shit that I tell you, I guarantee you, it's been filtered. That shit has been through a sieve. So I watch everything he recommends, yeah. I don't know. I'm looking forward to 7 days from now when QC Anifest starts.
Fuck, it is 7 days.
Yep.
Whoa. And guess what? Vidal was all like yesterday, oh, you're going to come in on the 30th. I'm like, no, I'm not.
Nope.
No, I'm not.
Nope.
Guess what? I'll go in the weekend after because I need as much OT as I possibly can get right now. This work is winding down, and guess what? When you work in the construction industry, it kind of dries up over the winter just a little. It's almost like people don't want to build shit in the dead of fucking winter up here.
I'm not sure where anyone else is watching, listening from. At first, locally for sure, but I mean, for those who might not know or looking back on old episodes when good old Rilo here fucking makes it the big time. I mean, I would say I'd like to involve myself there, but I also said that when we were starting the podcast together, and that kind of, here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're way back in.
Minus 40 winters are common, and then you add wind chill, and we're looking at minus 60 at its worst. So, extreme weather changes.
Like, pretty much at the drop of a hat.
Yep.
Oh, my hard hat fell off. Oh, it's bitter cold. Fuck.
Yep. Yeah, fuck. If you take like a 3-hour drive home in like October, it'll change from being like +5 to -10. You can get that bad.
And then you also account for the blizzards and trucks driving down 2-lane highways, and you got past that guy, and that's the most raw thing ever.
Yep.
When you gotta go into the opposing lane of traffic to pass this semi, there is nothing more intense.
Especially when you can't see.
Except running through a camp.
What's that?
Except for running through a camp.
Running through a camp?
Because it's intense.
You don't get a laugh from me on that one. Okay, you'll get a little one, but...
You got Gambino playing in the background. And listening to Camp.
I was already thinking
Bonfire!
I was already thinking Bonfire.
Yeah. It's pretty intense.
Yeah, so I guess the quickest summary is I am Liam. I don't talk to people. I make tapes, and I fucking chug chocolate milk like it's water. And I'm in a desert. It's like an average of 3.5 liters a day.
Jesus.
Expensive, but worth it. Also, if you're trying to get like a mental image of me, how I look, imagine a 20-year-old man with the metabolism of a 12-year-old girl. And that is
also pull up a
type.
picture of Logan Lerman in what the fuck was that movie? Oh,
Great.
back off.
Okay, so who is that?
That's Logan Lerman.
Yeah, I guess that's just me.
He was in Percy Jackson. You may
Nope.
I remember the one that really
Was he in Wallflower?
Yes, he was.
That's the only thing I've seen him in, I think. And everyone always fucking made allusions to that, and that's literally the only reason I watch it. So like, Liam, you're featured in.
You're in a
like,
featured film.
I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I kept getting pissed at them. And they're like, ugh. And they pretty much dragged me to their house. This was a couple of people. And this is the kind of people I don't talk to anymore, because let me give you context. With some of my driving interests, and I talk now about being dragged by several Knoll kids into a Jeep to drive to their very expensive house, lakeside in Lakeridge, to watch Perks of a Wallflower on their Papa's sound system and video system. Man, I was not pleased the entire time, except for the time I was watching Perks of Being a Wallflower. Upon which I walked out the door and never talked to them ever again. Don't fucking drive. They picked me up. Like, by the shoulders, and they literally kidnapped me to watch this fucking film.
I'm trying to think of who they were.
That's a hard thing for me, too. I don't have a goddamn brain, man.
That's how hard you drop them.
I've dropped a lot of people that hard. not always a good thing, but I mean, like, here I am. I drop people so hard and so often that I'll drop things unintentionally, like my presence in this podcast. Anyways, do you have much else to talk about, or I think we're starting to wrap this up?
I do have one more question for you, and
Yeah,
that
first.
is, what is your future? What's in the game plan, man? I'm gonna let you stew for a moment.
On this day of September 23rd, 2017, I want to go back to school, paramedicine. I want to do that for at least 5 years. Preferably not in Regina, just because of the instance of giving aid to friends and their parents. That wasn't a great experience for me. That aside, I want to pursue that with my quote-unquote personal money. I want to be pouring that into some dumb old 80s rotary cars. I very much want to keep 80s culture alive. I think that analog technology usage and repair is very much a lost art at this point. I also will kind of want to round myself out more as a jack of all trades. And I want to keep doing things as I do right now. I just kind of want to make things a little better here and there. Yeah. And wouldn't mind getting a house. If there's one thing I love, it's fucking Animal Crossing, let me tell you. I have so many house plans, but I don't have a house. I have a car that hardly runs. I don't think that counts, though.
You can live in a car.
This is my van.
More spacious.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could live in the van. The van has been lived in. But yeah. That's the gist of it. That's me.
Yeah. I guess I'll do it for this podcast. 42 and a half minutes.
Yeah. Minus the cuts, I suppose.
Well, yeah. It's one cut. I paused a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that'll do it for episode 2 of One-on-One. Thank you for joining me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, let's get to brass tacks and start mixing.
The boys, Rilo style in the pit, are going.